So we're going to go over how to stake a line. As always, there's several ways in the SCS 900 to do the same task, really. This is one of the ways I stake a line, and if you find others that work for you, hope you share it with me, and maybe I'll share some at a later date. So you have our job, and we want to stake. We'll start staking a property line. We want to do temporary property stakes, so a 20 and a 40 in here. So you can see we have a lot 22 and a lot 23. My red line here is the property line, so I want to stake that. Property lines always start at the right of way here. So this would be 0. And then working our way this way. So when you stake a line, all you do is scroll, take your cursor over and hold over the line until your bubble pops up. And we have two options: stake line or select as a reference line. We're going to go stake line, and that way if you stake, you hit it, it'll give you a flag and it saves that point information for you. Reference line is more using that line as a reference point to stake features or surfaces and whatnot. Stake line is just what we're doing, and it's going to save it to it. So I'm going to hit stake line. Now, we can see it starts. See how the arrows are pointing this way at our starting point. That's what we want. I'll show you how to switch that in case you want to start at 0. I'll show you why here. So look, we have a guy here. Right here we're at 7 feet away, and we're getting further away with 13 feet away. I always like to go, there's a couple ways to stake here, I'll go over these, but if you hit this guy, the staking symbol, you can go fixed or random. We'll go over random first, and then I'll go over the fixed method. But for random, what that does is it puts you at a 90-degree angle of your line, so as you walk, you get closer. We're a foot and a half away. Whoop, we went too far. We're a foot 90 away, but we're 12 feet from the starting point. So look, for here, you're at 0, and as you climb, it gets longer. Now, if our stake was, we wanted to switch our stake direction, and we wanted the 0 to be on this side. You just go to the Trimble symbol here, highlight it, and you're going to go to Change Stake Object. Now we have options in here. All I want to do is switch the direction. So now what this is doing is it's saying where I was 12 or 13 feet, now I'm 59 feet, but I'm from 59 feet from the back of the lot. And I want to be, again, 20 feet from the right-of-way, and then again 40 feet to the stake 20 and 40 temporary property line. So I'm going to go ahead and switch that back, the Trimble symbol down there, change stake object, this little double arrow there, switch it around. I'm going to hit OK, now we're ready to go. So now you get to where you want to be, you just walk, we're inward for intolerance, but we want to get to the 20. Zoom in. When you're in the field, you'll just kind of prop around till you get there. You're moving your rover around. So here we're close. For our purposes, we're going to hit stake. So now we're at 90 degrees. This is a non-elevated line, so it's not going to give us a cut fill to the line. It's just going to give us an elevation and a location. So I'm going to hit stake, and it's going to give me the stakeout report. It has a design station. We're pretty much 20 feet from the right-of-way. We're offset. We're right on the line. We're not right or left of it. We're pretty much right on top of it. What we're looking for. This is where our ground elevation is. It's 436.34. Now, if that line had an elevation assigned to it, it would give us the design elevation of that line at that point. And then down here, it would give us a cut or a fill to that line from our hub, which is handy when you're staking elevated lines. It does all that math for you. But right now, for 20s and 40s, all we're looking for is the 20 and our elevation. So we write this on our stake, 20 up top, and then our elevation on the back. We pound it in, we hit accept. And what that does is that gives us a flag there. It's green, so we're within our area. And if we walk away, we can always highlight this flag and get our stakeout data from it. And you can do a stakeout report, and it's that same page we looked at, so it's saved. You can come back to this any time, import it into Business Center, point information. This also gives you point information, northern easting, your point name, the time you took it, what it was, your fixed, your tolerances at the time. So this is just kind of for your records, cover your butt when you're in the field in case things go wrong. And we got a 20 staked, and we want to work our way up to the 40, so we just walk along until we're at 30, 37, we're getting close. 40, and we're right on, let's just hone in there. And here we are, and now we're there. Found our place, pop it in, pull it out, pound a hub in, set back up, square on it, make sure we're still good. We're good. Hit stake. Again, we have our 40-foot offset and our elevation on the back. Hit stake and give you a report. Now, if we were, and then our 20s and 40s are staked. So now let's say, well, here we're close, but we're at tolerance, and we hit stake. See, our stake location is out of tolerance because we are 0.37 off of that line. Now, like say you wanted to stake this line, but a 5-foot offset over here. You wanted to go 5 feet. So that's 5 feet. You wanted to stake at station 40 at 5 feet out. Now if I hit stake there, I'm at a tolerance, which is fine because all we need is this and this number. But if we want it to be a green flag, we're going to have to offset that line. So to offset your line, right or left, Trimble symbol, settings, line settings. Now this gives you a few options. We can go left or right, whatever we want. We're going to offset 5 foot. And we're going to go left because we're going to be on the left side of the line. So the way the arrows are going, if you're standing at the beginning of that line looking at the direction, that'd be right or left. So if we're looking down that line, we want to be to the left of it. I don't want to do a vertical offset. Let's say I want to have elevation to that line. So I'm going to go in here. We have options in there: design surface elevation at the line, or design surface of where I actually put that stake, or just an elevation we want to put in there ourselves. This one I want to know the elevation of that line. Even though it's not a elevated line, it'll still give me what elevation is at that line in the model. So I'm going to select that. I'm not going to play with anything else just yet. I'm going to hit accept. Now see how it moved my line over to 5 feet. Now I'll just hone in here. Get within my tolerance at a 40. So now I'm staking a 5-foot stake off of that line at 40 feet up. Now you see, I'm green because I'm where I want to be. Oh, and look, our design elevation at that line is a 442.90. And so the computer automatically does the math for you. So on our stake, I can write a cut fill. So I do 40, my hub elevation on the back, but I want to write cut fill. Right here, it just does it. So I know it's a fill of 6.6 feet to get to my grade over there. So this would be if you're staking walls, any elevated line. I'm going to hit accept, and it throws a flag there for me. Now if I got rid of that, my flag's still there. So, what did I stake here? Highlight that, you can go design data. Tells you some information, and you can restake that point if that stake's lost. We can go in, look at some point information. This is just when it was shot, how I'm with the tolerance. We can also, the same as the stakeout data, you can get the report, you can delete it, you can edit the data on there. So if you want to change the name, the code, antenna, you got your point information there. So, your options are pretty vast with this. They really gives you a lot. There's a lot of ways to do it. So however you do your work or want to do your work, it's what works best for you. And that is the basics on how to stake a line. I'll go over some more later, but right now we're 11 minutes in. I think that's plenty long. So I'll add more content to it later. Have a good day.